Hi, I'm Brigitte Parvin, and this is your weekly video blog. I'm so pleased to have you join me, and this week I've been guided to share with you about my journey with something that I have overcome is with love addiction. So my story became where I would always be going to the hardware store for bread, and it's just not something you're going to find any groceries at the hardware store. So I was basically looking for love in all the wrong places, and I had a lot of guidance, had a lot of insight, clarity, a lot of soul searching, and just really seeing what my part was. And here's basically what I had come up with good mentorship, good people who have walked the path before I have and standing on the shoulders of giants, they call it. So one of the things that if I would ever go to a party, it was almost like this magnetic attraction that I would find the person who was totally unavailable. It was like this magnet across my head that said, love me or I will take care of you. And so I kept on wondering why over and over and over I kept on attracting these people, and I would go to where I would have a support group, and I would go and like purge these horrible stories of getting stood up, getting following these people who were unavailable, thinking that it was a boyfriend from one night stands and thinking it was going to be love. And I just had this deep hole in my soul. And one of my friends told me, Bridget, healthy people don't attract sick people. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And so I found out through inner reflection and guidance with this that I was attracting a mirror image. I, myself during that time, did not have a whole lot to offer myself. And so my gas tank was on empty. I had nothing, and I would just settle for anything. And so that self-love and all of that inner love and that confidence was just, I wouldn't even say it was smashed. I would even say that it was just part of my being. It was almost a part of my making. And in doing this, there was this one beautiful story that I've been guided to share with you, and it was called The Snake. And so the story is, there's this lady, and she's just going about her business one day, and in the middle of the road she sees this snake, and she's like, oh my gosh, and it's frozen and totally apparent that this snake is dead and it's frozen. And she takes it home, she goes and builds a fire, makes a blanket, makes a little bedding for it, keeps it nice and warm, is nursing it back to health, and it starts coming to and its eyes opening, and she's just loving on it and cuddling it and just giving it all this love and attention and nurturing. And the snake is offering nothing back, but she's not concerned because she's bringing it back to life. So one day she comes back in, and the snake's kind of moving around, and she does her thing and goes back to the snake, and she goes to give it love, and then she goes to feed it, and the snake just goes back and coils and lashes out and bites her. And she says, oh my gosh, how could you do that after everything I've done for you? I've nurtured you, I've cared for you, I've given you all of your security needs, I've given you my everything and brought you back to life. And the snake looks at her in the eyes and said, lady, when you picked me up, you knew that I was a snake. So the story goes, I had to realize that my part in it was I was attracting these people in my life. Why was I attracting these people in my life? And the reason was I could honestly say I did not love myself. And so as I learned to love myself, things got healthier and healthier. That kind of behavior in relationships was no longer apparent. And yes, when I did go to a party, I could spot that person a mile away like a neon sign. Take care of me, I'll fix you, I'll give you some love. And it's like now danger, danger, danger. And I learned how to not even go in that direction. And as soon as I did that, the people who I would choose who had narcissistic personalities were no longer a part of my life. And that's when I started loving myself and allowing my Creator to come in and ask for my Creator to bring me great love that I knew I deserved, that I could share that with another person and not just think about me and have an equal partnership. And I'm very fortunate and blessed with that. My husband Doug and I, we met in recovery, and we just celebrated 18 years of marriage and also a clean and sober family and home environment. And it has been nothing but pure heaven. And sure, we've had life on life's terms, but we've got to grow and change and be there supporting one another, walking shoulder to shoulder in it. And that's the beauty of it, is just being able to have a sober and clean relationship and partnership, and not to have it one-sided. So I highly encourage you to know that don't give up. It is out there. And I did have to do some work to get around it. And I also say that I had to kiss a lot of frogs to meet my prince. And so I will be with you next week with another video blog. And thank you for joining me, and share your experience with me also. And I would love to hear from you. We're in this together, and I just want to be there for you, and you be there for me. So lots of love. Angel blessings. Bye-bye.